Hi friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to keep your pegs from slipping with chalk. We're headed into winter and this time of year is notorious for slipping pegs and intonation issues. So before we get started, let me tell you what you need. First, obviously, you need your instrument. You're going to need a tuner and some chalk. Now the chalk is ordinary chalkboard chalk. So first things first, we have to take the peg off that's slipping. Okay, so to take the peg off, you have to loosen it all the way. So I'm going to take the peg and turn it towards myself if the violin is facing me. So this way around. Okay, so I'm turning it towards the front of the violin. To give you a close-up, the peg is moving around this way. Okay, so I'm just going to loosen the string. Keep turning the peg until I get the string all the way off. And then out of the peg. Okay, so here it is now, out of the peg. Okay. It's much easier to put new strings on than a string that's already been wound because it's kind of stuck in the shape, but we can work with it. Okay, so once the string is off, you have to take the peg out of the peg box. So you just pull straight out. And then we're going to take the chalk and rub it on the peg. Okay, so I'm going this way. And this will help the peg stick a little better. Just get a good amount on there, cover it up. You'll notice shiny spots, and that is where the peg contacts the peg box. So you definitely want to cover up any shiny places. Once you have it covered with chalk like this, then we put it back into the peg box. Okay, so I'm just going to push back into the hole and give it a spin around. Okay, and then in the peg there's a little hole, and that's where we're going to put the string. It might be too dark to see. And here, let me grab my flashlight. So let's see. You see that little hole inside the peg at the top? That's where we're going to put the string. Okay, so you might have to unwind the string a little bit to get this to work. Okay, and do be careful that you don't have any kinks in the string when you go to wind it back up, otherwise it will break. Okay, so I'm straightening out the end so that I can put it into the peg. Like I said, it's much harder to do this with an old string than a new string, so if you're going to switch strings anyway, that would be a good time. This would be a good time to do it. Okay, so I have it into the hole, and I'm going to turn it the opposite way from before. So I'm turning the peg away from myself. Okay, to give you a better view, so it's going around this way to the back of the violin. And I just go until the string is on. You want to make sure the string is in the groove on the bridge and in the nut. Okay. And with friction pegs, this style of peg, you have to push the peg in before you turn. So that could be one reason why your peg's slipping altogether. There might not be an issue with the peg, it just might be how you're tuning it. So if it's slipping, try that first. Make sure you're pushing it in before you let go. Okay, so to push it in, turn it to tune, and then you can let go and it should hold. Okay, and then you'll just tune it up with your tuner. A couple of thoughts about this. Like I said, it might be slipping because you're not pushing the peg in as you turn. Another thing is that it's too dry, and that happens a lot in the winter. So if you have a humidifier for your case, make sure that that is full of water or damp it. Make sure you're keeping it in a room that is well hydrated. And then other issues stem from the peg not being cut right, the size isn't right, or the hole in the peg box isn't cut right, or the hole might be too close to the edge of the peg box. Lots of different reasons there. So this really is a temporary fix. If it does stop slipping after you put chalk on it, then you're fine. You should be fine for a little while. But you might want to take it in to the luthier so they can check the size of the pegs and the holes in the peg box to make sure everything is square and the correct size, so that you don't have continuous slipping problems. Okay? Alright guys, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.